Hello, my name is Matthias, and I'm the team leader of Team Matthias and Friends. And today we'll show you what we've been working on for the past few weeks. So currently, the Twitch chat system is very chaotic and uncivilized. As one of our interviewers put it, it's a fireball of energy and sweat. um, so more importantly, the interaction between the viewers and amongst the viewers and the viewers of the streamer are not very encouraged.
Based on the preliminary research that we did on the creative social life topic, these are the personas that we created that are affected by the problem domain. Isaac Grimshaw represents our meta stakeholder, the users of Twitch. His goals center around feeling greater community with fans and being able to connect with the streamers. His needs revolve around being able to join communities with similar interests and having a platform that makes it easy to connect with streamers and his or her viewers. Hannah Saw represents our secondary stakeholder, the streamers of Twitch. Her primary goals are to see growth in her streaming career and a safe way to interact with her fans. She needs a platform that allows her to have mutual conversations with her viewers.
So our mission statement is to find a way to organize while maintaining engagement in Twitch chat to increase a sense of community amongst fans and improve the interaction between fans and streamers. To achieve this mission, we, we, we added a whole new discussion section. Conversations are organized into topics, and replying to a topic will create a thread, similarly to Reddit forums or Slack threads. Anytime a new discussion is posted or replied to, this will also show up in normal chat to ensure that people are engaged on both sides.
So this was the early stages of our design process where we created a storyboard to fully identify our intended users and end goal through this scenario. So in the storyboard, we see Isaac, who is a busy college student that enjoys watching Twitch streams during his free time. In the second panel, we see that Isaac finds a streamer who is playing a new popular game. However, the chat is an incomprehensible mess as always. The stream is fun to watch, but Isaac is not getting much social value from it. In the third panel, Isaac notices that there is a viewer discussion thread within the chat where viewers are sharing their thoughts on the actual game the streamer is playing. Isaac taps on the reply thread and the chaotic chat is now replaced with a 5-person group discussion. Through this updated chat design, Isaac feels like he met some like-minded fans, and later the 5 of them decide to play the game together. Moving forward from our storyboard, we created our initial sketches for our proposed idea. We kept the design and look very consistent and similar to Twitch's original design, as the only function we were changing was the chat. And as you will see later, we kept a very similar structure and layout for our high fidelity prototypes using these sketches as the basis.
Our style guide showcases the name and logo, the typography in which the headers and the body text sizes closely match the original, the color palette which includes the primary and the secondary colors, the UI elements that has the headers, the menus, the nav bar, and the buttons. The image on the left shows the original Discover page on Twitch, and the right shows our redesign of the Discover page in accordance with our style guide.
So here are our prototypes, and if you see in the first left screen there, it's the standard chat. It's what you see when you open a stream on Twitch. It's an already existing feature. It's a big chaotic mess, as Matthias put it. Whereas our new discussion feature has threads that are grouped by specific topics and allows people to discuss more specific things without being overridden by the chaos of chat, which is just a jumbled mess of nonsense at times. It's also sortable and searchable, and it has a tagging system with different categories that are color-coded to help organize the various topics that may be talked about in discussion. Here you can you see us posting, demonstrating how you posted a discussion. You can type out a message just like you would in chat, but then you also select a category like games or any of the others, and then you hit send, it posts, and it shows up in the discussion, the list of discussions with all the others, and You can see your new thread there. Next slide. If you tap on the thread you just created, you can see different comments of people who've commented in the last few minutes. As right now, it's just a straight thread of just single comments. In the future, if we had more time, we would have liked to implement something similar to what Facebook or Reddit has, where you can reply to comments and then maybe reply to those replies, etc. And then also, if you go back to the chat screen, you can see that your discussion is actually pops up in the regular old chat to let people know that you made a discussion post, and they can tap on that so that way they can quickly access and see what you posted.
We tested our prototypes with 4 users who are very familiar with Twitch. They were all either frequent viewers or streamers, and from this we gathered varying feedback, which helped us move forward to make our final changes and edits to the prototype. Interviewees really liked the design as it helps clean up and simplify the chaotic chat section. Interviewee 4 stated that this would be especially good for bigger channels with a lot of people talking, but also that for streamers, it could be difficult to keep up with both the chat and the discussion, but for viewers, it could be fun. Some provided feedback for potential changes. For example, interviewee 2 said we could possibly change the discussion tag to categories. So after analyzing all the feedback we received, there were 4 main changes that were mentioned by our interviewees. First was having notifications for discussion posts. We didn't implement this change because although it is optional, we believe it will be distracting to viewers of the stream. And if someone wants to be up to date with a certain thread, they have the option to keep their window on that thread instead of reverting to the chat. The second was creating an X to leave the stream video, which we did implement because all 4 interviewees struggled with the last task of exiting the stream. So having the X will reduce confusion and will create consistency with other video streaming platforms. Third, they recommended pinning discussion posts for streamers, which we did not implement because although this addition would create a more structured and clean layout for the streamer's perspective, our prototype solely focuses on the user's perspective. And lastly, adding categories in the discussion button we did implement. This will allow for greater organization of different topics among discussions and make it easier to find different topics of interest. We would like to thank Professor Scott and all the TAs for helping us and guiding us throughout the entire process, and also the classmates who have helped us with user testing and provided valuable constructive feedback. Here's our contact information if you ever need to reach us, and thank you for listening.